together to find one was kind of stacked. All right. You're really missing Mookie when you at the top. And with Shohei at the top of that order, you don't let the length of that line of between months the first time. Well, that game was so it tells you a lot about kind of where lineup is at. We've seen injuries to the rotation. Bobby Miller was sent down yesterday, so Tanner Gladstone and Gavin Stoller has really been pretty good throughout the whole course of the season.
Turn this down. God forbid I get, copyrighted or something from MLB Network. Oh, brother. What else is there really to say at this point? Like, literally. What is there really to say? Like the title says, get me to the All-Star break. What's going on, everybody? Crazy Dog, aka Fuzzy Dog, aka the Lagger. Mr. Buffer. No, I'm just joking. The Buffering Streamer. Yeah. Fuzzy Boy. Yeah. Fuzzy Dog. Ooh, yeah. But yeah, what's going on, everybody? Crazy Dog back with another Guardians series recap, series preview live stream. And what else is there really to say? I was feeling so good coming out of that Giants series at home against a solid Giants team that has notoriously been our not daddy, but they've beaten us pretty good. I saw a graphic heading into that series saying how we'd only beaten them twice in like a long time. I can't remember the exact time frame, but we'd only beaten them twice. We beat them twice in that series. Could have been 3 times if our offense had shown up in that first game. Oh well. So, coming off that series, feeling good. You win 2 in a row. You're going to face a stingy Tigers team that, for some reason, has owned you over the past couple years since AJ Hinch took over. I think that's a coincidence. Not really a coincidence, I guess. AJ Hinch is a very good manager, and he turned that team into a low-key little pest in a couple years' time. They're still bad, but they're just a little pest, right? They're a team that's like, we're not good, but man, we can end your season just as quick. We may be going down, but we're going to take you with us. And Guardians, well, over the past couple weeks, they haven't looked good. You can see it. The cracks are starting to show. And of course, these cracks are starting to become more prevalent right as we're getting to the All-Star break. I mean, All-Star break and the trade deadline, which is less than 3 weeks away. And I don't know about any of you other Guardians fans who are watching this, but I'm kind of worried about something. I'm worried that our front office is going to be too enamored, or so enamored, with our farm system that they're not going to want to trade anybody. Right? Like, I'm hoping that Chris Antonetti and Mike Chernoff and company see the flaws that this team has. They realize that this team can go far with the offense that we have. Maybe you add a bat before the deadline. I would, just to make this lineup even better. But you have to add at least one starting pitcher. Oh, but Crazy Dog, they went out and got Matt Boyd. I don't want to hear about no damn Matt Boyd. He's coming off Tommy John. Do you really expect him to be anything? He'll probably be a reliever if I had to guess. I don't even know if he's going to start. And I know damn well I better not see no damn Spencer Howard out there in big games come August and September. Because what we saw today, we see why the Giants got rid of him. And we're so desperate for pitching, we just picked up the phone and said, "Hey, San Fran, you're coming here anyway. Why not just, leave Spencer Howard here with us, and we'll see if what we can do with him." Yeah, we saw that today for sure. But anyways, coming off that 3-game series, you win 2 out of 3 against San Francisco. You're feeling real good about yourself. And then you go to Detroit for 4 games. And you already know a 4-game series on the road against a rival has been a bugaboo for this team this year. So far this season, they've gone to Chicago for 4 and Kansas City for 4. And in both series, they've lost 3 of 4. And they still have a 4-gamer coming up against Minnesota, I think, next month. It wasn't originally a 4-gamer, but that one game that was postponed earlier because of rain, well, that makes it a 4-gamer. So, yay. Now, I'm going to look at our schedule here real quick. Okay, guys. I actually had it up before, but I didn't think I'd need to look at it again. The good news is, from what we saw in this series against Detroit, Evan Williams might be that guy. Now, he's not going to do much right now because he's just coming back. But, I mean, based off of the 2 starts, he's shown flashes. He has potential. He looked much better against the Tigers than he did in his first start. Way better. Completely different, almost a completely different kind of, pitcher. Damn near. He was still touching 9. He really wasn't as wild. He had locked in with his location a little bit more. And he was gunning people down like crazy. And I loved it. Only problem was, as you guys saw, the offense didn't want to show up. In this game, first game of the series, again, coming off winning 2 of 3 against San Francisco. Great Gavin Williams on the mound. He goes out, tosses 5 1/3, shutout, 5 strikeout, 1 walk, 4 hit innings. And we do diddly squat with it. And then Montero was on the mound for them. Was it Kiter Montero? He went 6 1/3, 3 hit, 1 walk, 4 strikeout innings. Shut piece. Yeah. No runs for him. 3 hits, 1 walk, 4 Ks, 4.64 ERA for Montero. Gavin knocked his ERA all the way down to 4.82. In fact, the bullpen was looking rock solid until Scott Barblow came in, and he actually did what he was supposed to. He did exactly what he was supposed to. He threw a pitch that would have turned a double play. But Ryan Slokio couldn't put it in the glove. Yeah, snuck right under the glove. He lifted his glove too early. That led to the only one of the game. I'm just happy that Gavin didn't take the loss. Because we couldn't do a damn thing. 3 hits the entire game. And all 3 hits came against Montero. And then Tigers, 1 run on 7 hits. That's all they needed. Holton's 4-1, 3.64 ERA. Barblow is 2-3 with a 3.68 ERA. Miller got his first save. Yeah, Shelby Miller. That's a name I haven't heard in a while. But yeah, he's on the Tigers. Got his first save with a 5.76 ERA. So, we go to game 2. Right? Go to game 2 of the series. And we looked a little better. looked a little better, at least. Just not saying much for this offense. And, well, we won. Yeah, we won. Ben Lively on the mound, going against Kenta Maeda. And just like what happened before when we faced him in May, we teed off on Maeda. 2 and 2/3 innings, 7 hits, 6 runs allowed, 1 walk, 2 Ks, and 2 homers. Ben Lively stunk. Yeah, he stunk. 5 1/3, 7 hits, 6 runs, 1 walk, 4 Ks, 2 homers. And the crazy part was he was actually doing really well at for a little bit, and then it just imploded. A 4-run 6th inning. Of course. Now Nick Sandlin gave up a run as well, but after Sandlin, nobody else would give up a run until Class A in the ninth. No, I'm sorry, in the 10th. In the 10th. Yeah, when he came in for the save. And thank God we got that extra run. That's all I'm gonna say. That extra run was so needed. How about this though, right? Top of the first. Angel Martinez. Well, I mean, it's against Kenta Maeda, so I mean it's kind of like a make-a-wish home run because Kenta stunk. But yeah, he hit his first career homer, which is nice. In fact, he went 356 to right field. Love to see it. And then Josh Naylor, a little bit later, 2-run homer, made it 3-0. And then top of the third, Jose Ramirez RBI single, followed by Andres Jimenez 2-run double. And that would be it for us for a little while. And then Court Keith would homer. That was, I think, after a misplay. I think that was after the misplay. I think it wasn't it where Jose was trying to go snag a ball and it pooped out of his glove. Yeah. And then Colt Keith homered immediately after. Because, of course, that would happen. Always happens to us. Can't get lucky, right? And Court Keith, 8th homer of the year, 2-run shot, made it 6-2. Wencio Perez, ground out in bottom 4, made it 6-3. So here they go again. They're whittling away at our lead. And then Josh Naylor would say, not so fast. RBI ground out, cool stuff. Top 6, 7-3. And then Gio Urshela, who clearly still hates us for picking Eric Gonzalez over him, hit a 3-run homer, made it 7-6. And then Justin Henry Malloy would tie the game with a home run. And that would, of course, would come against Nick Sandlin, who has been stinky lately. Yeah, so it tied it up at 7 apiece. And then top 10, the Guardians would take the lead for good. Josh Naylor RBI single. And then Brian Rocchia with a very underrated sac fly. Made it 9-7. And then Carson Kelly would get a sac fly of his own in the 8th. In the 10th, bottom 10, made it 9-8. But that was it. Class A would lock it down afterwards. And we take the second game. Barlow got his 3rd win, so he bounced back after losing the first game. So he's 3-3 with a 3.58 ERA. Vest took the loss. He's 1-3, 3.43 ERA. Class A, 28th save with a .83 ERA. Again, Ben Lively, 5 1/3, 7 hits, 6 runs, 1 walk, 4 Ks, 2 homers, 3.59 ERA. Maeda, 2 2/3 innings, 7 hits, 6 runs, 1 walk, 2 Ks, 2 homers. 7.26 ERA. In fact, earlier today it was announced that he is now in the bullpen. So him getting smacked by the Guardians made AJ Hinch put him in the bullpen. You're going to the bullpen. It's almost like put him in the bathroom, except put him in the bullpen. Yeah. So they're going to have that home run slot machine hanging out in the bullpen. Probably won't see him much. Yeah, Fred, we got spanked today. But then, you're thinking, wow, what happened? Look who pitched for us. Ah, brother. So, we win game 2 in 10 innings. Feeling good again, maybe we can bounce back. Got Tanner Bibee on the mound for game 3 of the series. Feeling good, you won a hard fought game in 10 innings the night before. And then they had to do a little teasing. I thought they left the teasing in that Giants series. But no, they had to tease us one time, right? They had to tease us just one time. A little bit. Fondle with us a little bit, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah. So in this game, it was Tanner versus Olsen. Tanner was fantastic, even though he once again had a rough first inning. 7 innings, 5 hits, 4 runs, 3 walks, 8 Ks, and a homer. Reese Olsen went 6 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs, 1 walk, 3 Ks, and a homer. Guardians would actually tie the game up at 2, following a Colt Keith RBI triple, and then a Matt Vierling sac fly in the first. Guardians respond in the third with an Angel Martinez damn near home run, tied the game at 2. But because we have this thing where we allow response runs after we score, Matt Vierling, 2-run homer, 4-2, coming off a Bibee. And you wonder what pitch? It was a middle in pitch, a curveball, nice and juicy. Yep, nice tater ball form. Yep. But not to be outdone, top of the 4th, we would respond with a solo shot from the Schneeman demon himself, the mighty Mashin Mormon. Again, I don't know if he's truly Mormon, but that seems to be a thing. I mean, he's from Utah. I guess everyone just assumes that everyone from Utah is a Mormon. In fact, let me see. Just make sure. This way, if he's not from Utah, I can just dump the mighty Mashin Mormon nickname and just call him the demon or the snowman. I don't know. Let's see. He's from San Diego. But he went to Brigham Young. That's where the Mormon thing comes from. Because apparently Mormons go to that university. So is he really Mormon? I don't know. People on Guardians Twitter just assume that he is. So does the mighty mashing Mormon nickname stick for me? For now, I guess it does. Unless, someone who knows him comes out and says, he's not Mormon, so stop calling him that. I'm like, all right, cool. Cool. I'll take that nickname and I'll throw it in the dumpster. And I'll just call him the Snowman. I don't know. It's good though. He's really good. He's solid. Much better than some other guys that we've had up here in the past. But yeah, he mashed one out. He hit the Little Caesars divider in the bullpen area. That's cool. A little piece that divides the bullpens. So yeah, he hit a home run and made it 3-4. And then they would add a run in the 8th with an Andy Ibanez homer, because of course that dude's like freaking Barry Bonds against lefties. You even said that you were going to win 1 game against Tigers in the 4-game series. Yeah, Fred. Yep. I was hoping for a split. These guys taking 3 or 4. Offense was serious. They were only serious in one of these games. They exploded for 1 game, pretty much, in this series. And it was against Kenta Maeda. It's like, come on. It's Kenta Maeda. He's like 2017, 2018 Josh Tomlin for us. For those who remember Josh Tomlin, yeah, not good. Not good. Like, Josh Tomlin was legit amazing when he first came to Cleveland. Right? He was amazing. For some reason, he wasn't one of our best pitchers. In fact, I'm going to look up his stats because I'm really curious. Is Kenta Maeda like 2018 Josh Tomlin or whatever it was? Like late career in Cleveland, Josh Tomlin? I think he is. He's a home run slot machine. He doesn't throw nothing he doesn't deceive hitters. He like relies solely on, flyouts and groundouts. If you got a team full of power hitters and guys that can crush pitches, you're gonna decimate freaking Maeda. So yeah, he was 13-9. Or he was 12-7 in 2011. God, I did not realize he was with us for so long. I mean, he was always mid, but I think his best year was 2015. Yeah, he only made 10 starts, but he had a 3.02 ERA and he went seven wins, 2 losses. He was a double-digit game winner for us 3 times in his career. He was really good. And then he just turned into a home run slot machine, and that was it. That was it. It sucks, but that's just the way it is with him. That's Kenta Maeda now. He's a home run slot machine. It's like playing roulette. You don't know what you're going to get out of him. Like, you should have seen all the baseballs we were hitting off of that guy. We literally could have probably hit like 4 homers, maybe more. Like, he was like a few inches from a couple more dongs given up if we squared him up. One thing I realized in this series, we were hitting a lot of baseballs. Problem was, we were hitting them right at the fielders. I had a drinking game where I took a sip of an extremely alcoholic beverage for every time we hit a fly ball out right at somebody, an atom ball, to where the fielder didn't even have to really move. I'd be wasted. I'd be sick. So yeah, we put the lead to 1 with an Andre sac fly. But my God, that 9th inning was so bad. So freaking bad. And you want to know why? Just look it up. And I say we teased. We teased. Bad. I hadn't seen a tease like this since that first game against the Giants. Jeez, man. Say, if you're gonna lose, let me think you're gonna win. Right? If you're gonna win, go all the way with it. Right? It's like when you're getting at it with your girl in bed. If you're gonna do it, do it. Don't get halfway there and then just stop. That's the Guardians' offense. They get you thinking, oh my God, they're going to do it. It's going to happen. And then, no, they're not. Like you getting at it with your girl, right? You're getting nasty. Things beating up. And then she just gets up and walks out. You're like, yeah, what the man? What's it all about? Well, that's the Guardians' offense for you. Yeah. Get you going, right? Get you thinking, oh, here we go. It's going to happen. They're going to do it. And then, no, they're not. As quickly as it happens, it's over. But yeah, it was a long inning too. Josh Naylor drew a walk. David Fry drew a walk. And then for some reason, hey, let's pinch hit Gabriel Arias for David Fry. Okay, this was after they had already pinch hit Austin Hedges. Austin Hedges. Oh no, John Kenzie Noel for Bo Naylor. They had already pinch hit John Kenzie Noel for Bo Naylor for some reason. Well, they already pinch hit John Kenzie. In fact, what happened the previous inning? Let me look. Just a refresher. So previously, yeah, John Kenzie for Bo. And then in the 9th, Josh Naylor walked. Fry walked. They pinch ran Arias for Fry. Okay. That would come back to kill us in the end. You'll see why in a second. A wild pitch happened. Moving Naylor to third. Arias to second. Okay. So Jimenez comes up. Sack fly. When you really think about it, if he would have been able to get that ball down and have it be a base hit, we tie the game. At the time, sack fly, very underrated, good stuff. Tyler Freeman comes up. All he had to do, put the ball to the outfield. Do just hit the ball to the outfield. High game. We're probably going to the bottom of the ninth, and who knows, right? Ozo freaking hits it right to Gio Urshela, who throws it home. And for some reason, Gabe must have been running on contact because he takes off for home. And he is not fast at all. The only player that I think could beat a throw there is maybe Quan. Like, you'd have to be lightning fast. I'm talking like Esteury Ruiz fast to beat out that short of a grounder. Like, you'd have to essentially be stealing home. You'd essentially have to have tried to steal home to even have a chance there. And if you're going to do that, you best make sure you make contact. Because if he makes contact, and if they try to steal home, he scores, and yeah, we tie the game. But we haven't stolen home since Jose Ramirez did a while back. We don't do it too often because it's risky. But yeah, gotta have balls to do that. So yeah, Bozo Ari ass got caught in a rundown, didn't even score, 2 outs, and they walked Brian Rocchio. They intentionally walked Brian Rocchio. Ah, boy. Yeah. Like, you know how bad you gotta be to have the Tigers walk Brian Rocchio to get to you? And I know, looking back at it, I know damn well Vogt instantly regretted pinch hitting for Bo Naylor. Because one, if you don't pinch hit for Bo Naylor before, you have John Kenzie available. You could have pinch hit for John Kent. You could have pinch hit John Kenzie right there. Right? You could have pinch hit John Kenzie in that situation. And who knows? Maybe he crushes a freaking ball over the freaking seats and bangs off the scoreboard. Because that's what he can do. Or he looks like Franmil Reyes light and he strikes out hilariously on a pitch that's nowhere close. But that's the risk you take. Instead, Austin Hedges comes to the plate. And I'm pretty sure you guys could see in my eyes, in my soul, last night in that stream, when I realized Austin Hedges is coming to the plate, I'm like, oh God, here we go. Like, seeing Austin Hedges come to the plate, I can't even compare that to anything. I guess in terms of like Little League travel baseball, that would be like seeing the kid that doesn't play baseball. He's never touched a bat in his life. He was forced to play the game because of his parents. They're like, you got to get out more. We're going to sign you up for baseball. And that's the kid that like hangs out in the outfield picking flowers. Doesn't even, he's like just sitting in the field picking flowers all game. Yeah, that's Austin Hedges with a bat in his hand. And believe it or not, he actually grounded out. Yeah. And it was a 98-mile-per-hour sinker, dead red in the middle, like right in the middle of the plate. He almost had a home run, but it was foul. And it's funny, watching Foley, he threw a sinker, slider, sinker, slider. He alternated sinker, slider, sinker, slider, sinker, slider, sinker, slider. I don't even know if he even has a fastball. Sinker, slider, sinker, slider, sinker, slider, sinker. So yeah, we lose game 2, 5-4 in the biggest tease imaginable. That was the hardest tease imaginable, I think. And Olsen got the win. He's 4-8, 3.30 ERA. Bybee took another tough loss, 7-4, 3.77 ERA. Foley got his 15th save of the year. And yeah, Bibee, 7 innings, 5 hits, 4 runs, 3 walks, 8 Ks, and a homer. Good stat line. Should have had a win, but his offense was unserious at the late part. And then Olsen, he's been solid. He actually got run support. Wow. 6 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs, 1 walk, 3 Ks, and a homer. And then we talk about today's game, and I don't even want to talk about it. I do not want to talk about this game because, oh my God, what did I just watch? I knew from the get-go, immediately, seeing Spencer Howard on the mound, I'm like, yep, this is probably a loss. The offense scores like 7, 8 runs. But the thing is, we're facing Jack Flaherty, who's really good. And what about us you'd expect? Right? Exactly how you would expect. Right? Yeah. Spencer Howard, 3 innings, 7 hits, 4 runs, 3 walks, 4 Ks, and a homer. Very Logan Allen-esque, honestly. Jack Flaherty, 6 innings, 2 hits, 1 run, 2 walks, 4 Ks, and the homer to Bo Naylor. Of course, Bo would homer the day after getting pinch hit for. Late game. I mean, it was against the lefty, but you got to live with the result there. Yeah, you had a guy on first base last night. Maybe Bo gets a base hit or he strikes out embarrassingly. Key is, looking back at it, I'm sure Vogt wishes he wouldn't have pinch hit for Bo. You just live with the result. Right? Whatever. If he strikes out, he strikes out. Okay. Maybe he gets a hit. Gotta let him get exposed to that stuff. Otherwise, he can't adjust. Right? I mean, I remember they never used to have Josh Naylor face lefties, and now they do, and he actually does pretty good against them from what I saw, from what I've seen. But overall, not a great series in general. Couple games where the offense just fell asleep, mainly because they're facing competent pitching for once in Detroit. Kind of weird to see that, right? The pitchers in Detroit are actually competent. I mean, I remember the years where they were ass. They had nobody. And we would just pummel them left and right. Bam, boom, boom. We would beat them like a government mule. I mean, geez, they were our punching bag. Do I need to go over that one year where we beat them all but one time? I talk about that time all the time. And the one loss that year was with Trevor Bauer on the mound. After that, we were just straight up smacking them around. We smacked them around so much, I'm surprised they didn't call the police on us for abuse. But it seems that the times have changed, right? All those years of being absolute booty finally got the Tigers some good prospects, and I'm actually using them. That's what happens when you actually ask for so long. Eventually, you run into good prospects, right? I'm just hoping the Guardians can get their good prospects up here soon. Some more of them, like Kyle Manzardo. I need to see him soon. That'd be great. But our main thing this year is pitching. The one year we finally have a good offense that can score, pitching goes to crap. It started the second freaking game of the season. Or no, second series. The pain that I felt looking on my phone that morning, seeing Shane Bieber, Tommy John surgery in the same sentence. Man, that's a pain I had not felt in a long time. Knowing that his season is over, and probably next season, part of next season too. The fact that that dude went out and shoved 2 games with like elbow pain. My dude's elbow was screaming, ah, 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 ah. It was freaking mushed ham. And he was still out here shoving. I think, who was it? Austin Hedges? Like, was like talking about how in the dugout you could just see he was in pain. But this dude freaking held it together for 2 starts, and he shoved. I don't think he gave up a single run. Some pitchers you can notice immediately when something's wrong. Not Shane. Nobody even knew until the day after he started, and we found out he had elbow discomfort or whatever, and then Tommy John. We were worried about Tristan too. Until recently when he started throwing upper 90s, but he couldn't control it. It's kind of like a water hose, right? It could make it go hard, giggity, and then it's like all over the place. Gotta really lock in with it. And Gavin, he's throwing 98 miles per hour. First start, kinda couldn't control it, but that last start, he could control it. Anyways, Jack Flaherty got the win. He's 6-5, 3.13 ERA. Kind of funny because outside Detroit's area code, 313. Everybody in the 313, put your hands up and follow me. Okay, that's enough. Eminem reference. Howard is 1-2 with a 6.33 ERA. I'm hoping that's the only time we see him as a starter. I don't know why we thought that'd be a good idea. I mean, he literally gave us a Logan Allen stat line. But yeah, the Guardians really did nothing. I mean, do I even have to go through the scoring part of it? I mean, they scored in every inning in the first 4 innings. 1-2, 1-2, brah. Riley Green, RBI single in the bottom of the first. Colt Keith walked on a run in the bottom of the second. There was a score on a base. It was a bases loaded in the also as well. Made it 3-0 on one of the weirdest plays ever. Schneemann made a good snag, went to dive and touch the bag with the glove. Ball popped out. They ruled that he was safe, and that scored a run. And then Bo Naylor would score the only run of the game in the top of the third with a homer. That was good to see. It was time. We were still in the game. Still in the game. But after that, it was all over. Bottom of the third, Carson Kelly homered, made it 4-3. And then Riley Green, bottom 4, 2-run single. McKinstry walked in a run in the bottom 6, 7-1. And then Gio Urshela would put it away for good with a 3-run double. And it's 10-1. And that would be game. So, not a fun way to end that series. And, yeah. Not fun at all. So now you're probably wondering what's next. Well, we wrap up the first half against the Rays. Motown ass whooping, bro. It's all good. We'll get them back after All-Star break. Who the hell is Spencer Howard and why does he suck so bad? Landon, I was wondering the same thing. And now we see why the Giants let him go. A Giants team that was kind of desperate for pitching help let him go. And now we see why. Yeah. 2 straight wins in Tampa Bay. Wrap it up. Yep. Do you think we take 2? We should. I hope we do. The Rays aren't that good, but they're not bad. They're not good, but they're not bad. They are a team that can get you if you're not careful. Just like the Tigers. Now, looking at the Rays team, they do have some pieces that I think we could be looking at the trade deadline. Yeah. In fact, thought we were facing Eflin. No, we're not facing Eflin. So, Guardians, if you want to go to Tampa and, leave Tampa Bay with Zach Eflin and maybe a Randy Arozarena, I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't be mad, right? I mean, it'd be like going out for, some chores or some errands, and you come back with a dog, right? That'd be like that. Literally, you'd be coming back with a dog and freaking Randy Arozarena, man. But hey, look what we got. Come back home with freaking Randy Arozarena coming off the plane. Like, where'd you get him? Tampa Bay? I thought you went to go play a game. We did. We came back with Randy. He just hopped on the plane with us. He didn't want to be there no more. Nah, but for real, imagine Randy on this team. The aura would be off the charts. The aura is already great. Just get me You know, Zach Eflin, if you can't get anybody else, Zach Eflin would be nice from the Rays. But if you get Randy Arozarena from the Rays, and then you call up their division rival in the Jays, and you get Yusei Kikuchi, now we talking. Or Kevin Gosman, or Chris Bassett. Now we talking. Now we talking. Yeah. Because I don't know how much longer they're going to have Tristan and Logan in AAA. My guess is Logan might be back after the break. It just depends on how they, do. Because if they're looking like they got things locked in again, I'm sure they'll be back. I think, like I said before, I think Tristan had that happen one time where he was all over the place. He went down to AAA for a little bit, came back, and he was back to his old self, looking good. He just needs to work on location. Dude, throwing 95. The moment I saw him throw 95 a couple times on the freaking mound in a game, I was like, okay, so his arm is fine. That takes away that worry. But my dude, gotta control it. Control your freaking location. I mean, it was all over the place. There was something with like arm slot, I'm pretty sure. He fixes that, he should be fine. But we still need a pitcher. We still need a pitcher. Yeah, big time. In fact, Jim Bowden did an article, and let's see if I can find it in my lovely. Here he is. Copious notes. Got it on my phone right here. So this is what he said. The Guardians have made a proven veteran starter their top priority this trade season and are open to various ways to acquire one, even if it means they have to deal from an area of strength such as their bullpen. So maybe we deal away some excess goods in the bullpen, like maybe Scott Barblow, and we go out and get a good starter. They are a legit World Series threat, but also hold the number one pick in the draft, which will allow them to select a hitter who could make it to the major leagues as early as this September. If I get to watch either Travis Bazzana or Charlie Condon come up in September and hit absolute nukes from my baseball team, oh, that would just make me so happy. Right? That would just make me so happy. Oh my God, that'd be great. They're also looking to add another bat, or of course, probably in the outfield. Here are some names that he mentioned: Lane Thomas, Jazz Chisholm Jr., and the aforementioned Randy Arozarena. Could make sense. You get me Jazz or Randy, the aura goes up a million. You get me Lane Thomas, oh, that'd be great too. He was a guy I wanted, I think, in the past, but he just really wasn't available. Oh, one name I could see us maybe taking a peek at is maybe like a Jesse Winker if like we don't want to go too expensive. He probably wouldn't cost much at all. He's a solid hitter, I guess. He'd work. He'd be a good depth outfield guy. Better than what we have mostly, and Will Brennan. But honestly, I'd go for those names. I'd like to see us get like Lane or Randy or Jazz. You like Jazz? You like Jazz? Yes, I do. You wouldn't mind Robert? I don't think we're gonna get Robert Jr. Like, Jacob, do you know how happy I would be if we got Robert Jr.? I'd be over the moon. Okay, I see we're lagging again, of course. Right? Yeah. After watching Spencer Howard, yeah, Logan Allen or Tristan need to come back. Yep, any more problems in the rotation, and Dog and me will be the next in the depth chart. They'll be calling me up to come fly up and pitch a few innings. Yeah, uh-huh. Yeah, I'm sure that would go over well. This is probably what we'll need a wake-up call series to get them prepared for the second half. By the way, too, just like B Skrills just mentioned, before the game, they called up Will Brennan, or they brought him back from the injured list, and they sent Gabriel Arias down. He has no more options left. Let me see. Let me check Fangraphs just to be sure. Just to be sure. So as far as what we got coming up here, of course, tomorrow 6:50 on Apple TV Plus, we will be facing the Rays. ESPN says it will be Bradley versus Carrasco. Game 2 will be Williams and Littell. Game 3 will be Ben Lively versus Ryan Pepio on July 14th. That'll put us literally almost 2 weeks before the trade deadline. In fact, I'm pretty sure, what is this? The All-Star game happens literally 2 weeks from the trade deadline. The moment that All-Star game ends, by the time we're back, we almost have a week until the deadline. Isn't that crazy? By the time we're fully back in action, it'll be a week before the deadline. And the way I see it, the moment that the All-Star game ends, you might see some trades go down over the next few days after that. Because the morality part of it, like, oh, we're going to let them enjoy the All-Star festivities and stuff, that's all done now. The market will heat up, and I bet your teams are going to start wheeling and dealing. Now, MLB Network does not have, MLB.com does not have the Rays side of the matchups, but the Guardians will be having Carrasco on the mound. For all, Carrasco's been solid, I mean, he's given up 2 home runs to Brennan Lowe, 3 RBIs in his, I guess, career against Carrasco. And Rosario, Bald Man, that's right. Wait, Bald Man's in right field? Oh, boy. Yeah, 1 RBI for Bald Man against Cookie. That's it. Now, of course, if it is Taj Bradley, let's pull up the lovely handy-dandy stat muse. Let me see if they got Gabriel Arias updated yet. All right. Oh, man. I just wonder, of the teams in the AL Central, who's going to be the first one to make a legit trade? All right, so they officially moved him down. Okay. Spencer Howard. Oh my God. Yeah, Spencer Howard has no options left. So they're probably going to DFA him, send him away on a boat somewhere. Probably to some minor league, or probably the minor leagues. Because I don't know if anyone's going to pick him up. He's not good. Even the Guardians pitching lab couldn't help him out. We really only needed him for like 1 start, because most likely by the time we start back up after the All-Star break, most likely I think either one of Logan and probably it's going to be most likely be Logan who will be coming back up. That's my guess. I don't know. I really don't know. Now, where did they put Arias? Okay, so he does have 1 option. Okay, so he does. Well, he used his last option. So that's tough. Oh well. I really want to see Calman Zardo up here, but now, as far as names who we could trade from the infield list, I'm looking at George Valera. Yep, George Valera. Arias, believe it or not, I think he could be a throw-in. Hate to say it, but Pena, maybe Brito. All those guys could all be dealt. J-Rod could be dealt easily. Manzardo easily could be dealt too if they really want to go for a bigger piece. I know they wouldn't be afraid to dish him out, but I mean, they didn't really give him much of a chance in the majors right now. I want to see him come back and cook, right? Like they did. I mean, they kind of did that with Bo last year when he first came up. He came up for a bit. He stunk. They sent him down because I think he came up as an injury guy last year too. And then they called him up for real with no injury, as it was, because of, they straight up called him up. Although I think they did the same thing with Kyle before, but I don't know. But they need to get him back up here and let him work for real. But yeah, see how long that'll take. Now, as far as like pitchers, Hurry's not going nowhere. McKenzie damn sure ain't going nowhere. Logan, no. Espino, his shoulder is like literally chopped ham at this point. And Joey Cantillo, I don't see him leaving. But you never know. Eli Morgan, no. Strzelecki, no. Double A? I could see them dipping into double A. But you guys know what's crazy though? I'm looking in our system and it's like mostly all Guardians, homegrown players. Like in AAA, right? You got AAA is like a mishmash of guys. You have guys from all over with some Guardians players in there, right? I mean, you have Estevan Florial and Miles Straw down there. Dom Nunez. Okay, he's a free agent. Like I think he was in during training camp, during spring training. Gabriel Arias, of course, and you have Juan Brito and Cal Manzardo. Then you get down to Double A. Joey Cantillo. Oh yeah, Wes Parsons was DFA'd. That's right. I think he'll be sent down or something. I don't know. I don't know what happened to him. Huh. Connor Gillespie and Tyler Beatty. They're down in Double A right now. Oh no, they're in Triple A. That's right. They're in Triple A. Yeah. Man, I remember Tyler Beatty up here. Yeah. And then bullpen guys, I guess. You know, other pitchers, relievers. Yeah. That's mainly just Peter Strzelecki and Eric Sabrowski. Rule 5. Oh, wow. December 2021. Oh. Okay. And then you got Double A. The only new guys that aren't from the organization are Khalil Watson and Cody Huff. Pitchers, starters, it's Ross Carver. Wow, from the Diamondbacks in a trade in 2022. And then you have Bradley Hanner, Rule 5 pick from Minnesota in 2022. You go down to Lake County, High A, you got Isaiah Green. He's the only non like homegrown player down there. Wow, Isaiah Green. Ugh. And then Steve Hajar, acquired in a trade with Cincinnati, March of 2023. Original signing team was Minnesota. Wow. Okay. And then, of course, you know, Lynchburg, there is one player who's not from the organization, and that is what is it? Para? Free agent March 2024 from Texas. Okay. And then everywhere else, yeah, it's rookie ball. Obviously, no new guys. Just all Guardians dudes who were signed over the last 3 years. Some pretty interesting names in rookie ball that I'm going to be keeping an eye on as they get up through the system. Now, anyone who's curious, when it comes to whoever we pick number 1 coming up, where are they going to start? If I had to guess, depending on how good they are, I can see them starting as low as maybe like High A, Lake County. They could start them off in High A, Lake County, or maybe even Double A. Because Jim Bowden says he could be up by September, but I don't know. Who knows with the Guardians? The Guardians are an interesting team because they're not known for rushing prospects. So, yeah, let's take a look at Taj Bradley real quick here against the Guardians. I know we've faced him a couple times. I'm pretty certain, at least once. There we go. All right. Gabriel Arias, okay, involved in a trade. I've got to give Adam the Bull's credit. He does know baseball because he was saying Spencer Howard. Now, everyone with eyes knew Spencer Howard was not good. How the Guards play better versus Tampa? Well, they're not a division rival. We faced Taj one time last year in September at home, and he went 5 innings, had 7 Ks, had a no decision. And in this game, how did we do against him? Oh, we lost 6-2. Okay, yeah, by that time the season was practically over. Okay. I remember now. Yeah. Now, looking at Taj Bradley's recent stats, it might not even be Taj. It might be someone else. But that's what ESPN says. It's Taj Bradley. So let's see. Let's see what it says here about Taj. So he is, of course, a righty. Last 3 starts, he's 1-0 with 2 no decisions. He's had games where he went 5 1/3 against Seattle, 5 2/3 against Washington, and 6 innings against Texas. And his best start was against Washington, where he went 5 2/3 of 3 hit, shutout, 2 walk, 11K baseball. And then Texas, 6 innings of 5 hit, 1 run, 2 walk, 5K baseball. Against Seattle, 5 1/3 innings of 2 hit, 1 walk, 1 run, 4 walks, and 8K baseball. So yeah, you can definitely get to him. Now, as far as his teammate Zach Littell, who I believe we'll be facing in game 2, let's see how he's done. And then let's see here. So Zach Littell, he's 1-1 in his last 3. He's coming off a start on the 7th against Texas where he went 4 innings, 9 hits, 7 run, 1 walk, 5K baseball. Ugh. And then against Kansas City, 5 innings of 4 hit, no run. So yeah, 4 hit, shutout, no walk, 4K baseball. And then against Seattle, 5 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, 1 walk, 6 Ks. No decision. So he's 1-1 in his last 3 starts with a no decision in there. But his ERA in his last 7 games is 6.27. 48 hits, 23 runs, 7 walks, and 27 Ks. Has a whip of 1.67. And then, according to this, Pepio, who they got for I think it's for Glasnow, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, they got him for Glasnow. Let's see how he's done. So he's 1-1 in his last 3 starts. He's coming off a game 2 days ago against New York. 5 2/3, 4 hit, 1 run, 3 walks, 7K baseball. Against Kansas City, 4 innings, 4 hit, 2 run, 3 walk, no strikeouts baseball, and took a loss. And then Seattle, no decision, 5 1/3, 1 hit, 1 run. Damn. 2 walk, 8K baseball. Damn, he cooked Seattle. And of course, he'll be facing off against Ben Lively. Most likely. I can't wait to see how those damn catwalks freaking cost us a run or something, because that stadium is horrible. It's horrendous. Other than the Coliseum, or as I call it, the Mausoleum in Oakland, that has to be the worst stadium in the league. Let's see. Zach Littell. Zach Littell, right? Oh, it's with a K. Okay. That's Zach Littell. Okay, just want to make sure I spelled his name right. I don't think we faced him too much. I know when he was with the Giants, I don't think we faced him a whole lot. Let's see. Oh yeah, we've actually faced him. I didn't even realize we faced him quite a bit when he was with Minnesota. You know, but he was a reliever. They got him as a starter now. Wow. So 3-0 with a 2.20 ERA, 6 Ks and 9 appearances against the Guardians. All 3 wins came with the Twins as a reliever from 2019. Oh yeah, all those wins came in 2019. So those wins came in a year where the Guardians were mid. That was the year where our pitching fell apart, wasn't it? Or one of those years? Because right before 2020, there was a year where we just fell apart. I think that was the year. I'm pretty sure. Because 2021, I think, was the same thing almost, too. No, 2021 was when we made the wild card. Because we walked off the White Sox and made the playoffs that year. Or something like that. I can't remember exactly, but I know we did something good that year. Yeah. Let me look. Hold on. Gotta look, because I've seen so much baseball, it's hard to remember what happened in years past. You think the Spencer guy finna pitch? I hope not lightning. I hope not. My hope is that, because he won't pitch again the rest of the first half, because there's only 3 games left. My hope is that by the time the season resumes after the All Star break, either Logan or Tristan, or maybe both, will be back. And we won't have to worry about seeing Spencer Howard as a starter. Maybe a reliever, but not a starter. Hell no. No. Nope. I wouldn't start him at all. I wouldn't be shocked if they DFA'd him because they just needed a starter for this one game. So 2019, they actually did really. Oh, that's right. They missed the playoffs that year. 93 and 69. How the hell did they go 93 and 69 and not make the playoffs? How the hell did that happen? Wow. I was coming off of 3 straight years of winning our division, too. And that was the end of the run, I guess. Let me see what the hell happened that year. How the hell did we win 93 games and not make the playoffs? Oh my god, brother. You know what's crazy though? So that year, 2019, 1,738,000 fans showed up to the ballpark. Great stuff. So yeah, looking at this team in 2019. Oh boy, that was the year we traded for Puig. Okay. We had Carlos Gonzalez. Oh God, remember all that? Oh brother. Our starting rotation was Shane Bieber, Trevor Bauer, Mike Clevenger, Zach Place Suck, Adam Plutko, oh God, and Carlos Carrasco, who went 20. No, he went 6 and 7. Clevenger was 13 and 4, and Bieber was 15 and 8. That was pre douchebag era Mike Clevenger. I don't know why Mike Clevenger turned into such an asshole all of a sudden, but yeah, he became an asshole. What do you mean? Look what happened in 2020. Okay? The whole sickness thing is going around. We were in Chicago against the White Sox. The rules were specific. Do not go out into public because if you do so, you risk your health and other people around you, especially when you have a player in Carlos Carrasco who was battling cancer at the time. And yeah, for some reason, him and was it Trevor Bauer? I think it was. They decided, hey, you know what? Let's go. No, that wasn't Bauer. Who was it? Plazak. It was Plazak. That's right. They decided, yeah, let's go out in public in Chicago and let's go have fun, even though we were told not to. And as a result, they damn near got Carlos sick. Thank God they didn't. And I don't think they told anybody either. And they had to rent a car. They had to rent a car and drive back to Cleveland. I'm sure that was a pleasant ride through Chicago. Yeah, through Illinois, Indiana, and then back to Cleveland. I'm sure that was a pleasant ride. Bullpen that year was mainly Oliver Perez. Oh my God. Oliver Perez, Adam Simber, Nick Whitgren, Tyler Clippard. Oh God, the nerd. The nerd. And then Brad Hand. That was the year we traded for Brad Hand and Adam Simber, I believe. Yeah. I remember. And the funny thing about that Brad Hand, no, that was I think 2018 when that happened. But still, I remember when we traded for Brad. It was actually right after the All Star game. He pitched the All Star game for the Padres, and then after the All Star game festivities were done, a few days later, boom, we traded for Brad Hand. And the whole story writes itself afterwards. Yep, 2018, we acquired him, and he was good for like a year or so, and then he faced the Royals in that one game, and I think it was like what, Alex Gordon or Hunter Dozier or somebody. They hit a grand slam off of him and took his soul. Yep, took his soul. And somehow he was an All Star in 2019 too. That's crazy. So yeah, Zach Littell has had success, and then we look at Ryan Pepio. I don't think we've faced him ever. But we're just gonna take a look here just to be sure. Okay. Yeah, Pepio. He's 1-1 in his last 3 starts. Yeah, we've never faced him. Oh no, we have. Back in last year in August, he went 4 innings, no decision, 3 hits, 1 run, and it was a homer. And we actually lost that game 9-3. And let's see, that was back in Cleveland, wasn't it? Yeah, that was in Cleveland. Wow. How come I do not remember this game? Oh, brother. Stats. Who started? It was Gavin who started that game. Wow. 4 and a third, 8 hits, 5 runs, 5 earned runs, 7 runs overall, and a homer allowed. Oh. And we faced Caleb Ferguson. Oh, they had a bullpen game. Ferguson, Yarbrough. Oh, God, Ryan Yarbrough. Pepio and Evan Phillips. Okay. They had a little bullpen game action. Okay. I do not remember that. That's crazy. So, that's really all I got, guys. Call up Lavastida. No, we're not calling up a catcher. I think I think it was like $1 actually. I don't know if it's true, but I thought I saw something that said it was like literally $1. I wouldn't give up a penny for him, especially nowadays. Uh, what happened now? Doug Nikhazy, oh, pitched 17 scoreless frames across 3 starts since being promoted to Columbus. Might have to pull the trigger on that and call him up. I would call him up after out of the All Star break. But how about Austin Hedges throwing a 1-2-3 inning today? Couple 1-2-3 innings. Good to save the bullpen, I guess. Oh God! Wow! Wow! All right. They took out Skeens with a no hitter going, 11 Ks in 7 innings, and then the bullpen comes in and gives up a hit. Classic. Classic. All right, I think I'm gonna wrap this up, guys. Anthony Santander. Oh, Santander is going to the All Star game to replace Kyle Tucker. I wonder if any more pitchers are going to get replaced because of the fact that they're pitching like this weekend. David Fry, fraud watch. I'm actually very shocked he made the All Star team. I think solely he was living off that surge that he had in June. Because my God, he cooled off big time. And I think it's because of overexposure. You hit a guy enough times against these dudes, they'll adjust to you and they'll learn how to get you out. They need to scale him back a bit, and they need to pitch him like they were before, or hit him like they were before. Scale him back a bit and have him be a matchup guy again. Because if you hit them too much, teams learn how to beat you. Wow. Pittsburgh really shut the door in the bottom of the eighth. Colin Holdeman just saved. That was from an hour ago, but yeah, Derek Shelton from having to answer a lot more questions. Oh yeah, there would have been a ton of questions. Why are you taking him out? No hitter going. Wow, Mets are now tied for the final playoff spot in the NL. They're actually percentage points ahead of the Padres. God, they bring in Grimace and look what happens. Wow. All right. So that's going to wrap it up for this one, guys. Actually, let's take a look real quick and let's see if they actually have the matchup things before I head out. They might not. Watch those Jaguars and Colts game because the Browns victorious last year, even with Joe Flacco. Yeah, Joe Flacco was certainly an experience last year. It was certainly an experience, that's for certain. It was fun, and then it became not so fun. And Nick Sandlin is votes Brian Shaw. That's actually so true. That is very, very true. Anthony Edwards was going off. Oh yeah, last night. Yeah, he was. I watched a little bit of the game last night. Yeah, I was watching the game a little bit. It was good. Okay, let's do this. That's bad. Yep. All right, let's see here. I'm gonna look at the matchups. How we've done against their pitcher. If they have them up, they might not have them up like they did for tomorrow. So yeah, it'll be Gavin Williams against the Rays. Big Rig, 0-1, 4.82 ERA. We've already known how good he can be. Against the Rays, well, he's only given up 3 hits to these guys. Yandy Diaz, Brandon Lau, and Jose Siri have 1 hit apiece. He's only faced them twice, like 2 at bats. So, yeah. I remember there was one game last year against them in Tampa where we absolutely destroyed them. I think it was against Savale. Let me look that up. I'm curious now. I love when I get curious about something. Oh, now I want to see. Ben Lively against the Rays. 8-4, 3.59 ERA overall. Coming off a not so great start. Only 3 batters from the Rays have faced him. 1 time or twice for Ahmed. And then Palacios and Yandy have faced him once. And none of those guys have had a hit. So we have a good chance to at least take 2 out of 3 here. It'd be cool to see us get 2 out of 3. Especially heading into the All-Star break, right? But we'll see how it goes. So real quick, I want to look at something real quick and then I'm heading out. All right. God, it's almost 5:30 already. That's crazy. Let's go to last year. Lakers are not likely to pursue Gary Trent Jr. at this time. Okay, don't really care about that. Wow. All right. All right, let's see here. Where's that? Right here. Yeah, we won 9-2. Tanner Bybee against Zach Eflin. Okay. Yeah. I remember that one. Yep. Ah, all right. Yeah, see what happened in that game. Oh yeah, we had home runs from Andres and Gabriel, of course. We got up by as much as 6-0, and then 9-0 by the top of the fifth. Okay, so yep, that was uh that was a fun time. Guardians were 57-62 at the time. Rays were 71-49. And now you look at them, and it's almost like the roles reversed, right? Guardians are 57-35. The Rays are 45-47. Jose Severino. What are you talking about? Jose Severino. Who the heck's Jose Severino? Wait, that's not a Angels pitcher, is it? That's the Angels pitcher, isn't it? Oh. Oh well, guys, I'm gonna head out, and I will see you all. Well, what's today? Thursday. I'll see you all on Saturday for Big Rigs next start. Hope to see you guys there. And of course, if the Guardians make any trades or whatever, I'll be here. I don't even know if they're going to make any moves. They might not make a damn move at all. That would piss me off. Man, that would piss me off. But we'll see if, the front office can do anything. Been going over an hour. I didn't even realize that. Wow. All right, guys, I'm going to head out. And I will see you all Saturday. Yeah. And then I might do a couple games here and there, too. Guess I have to see what the national TV schedule is. But with that being said, for the last couple of years, we actually played the Tampa Bay Rays pretty good. Yeah, we've been playing them really well lately. Last couple of years. Even though last year we weren't that great, we still played them really well. So let's go out and take 2 out of 3, end the first half of the season on a high note, and then rest up, recharge the batteries, and get back at it against the Padres after the All-Star break. And then after that, of course, we'd be talking trades. 1 out of 4, we got a lot of games to play against the toilet. We got another, 4-game series at home coming out, 2 weeks from now? Damn near. And then we have a 2-game series on the road in Detroit. We literally play on deadline day in Detroit. So yeah, that'll be fun. I'll be streaming that game. Yay. So I'll get back to you guys Saturday. And yeah, let's get back on track. Okay? Okay. That's gonna wrap it up. I'm Crazy Dog. Let's go Guardians. Take 2 out of 3 against Tampa, and I'll be happy. That's all I'm asking for. All right. Take 2 out of 3. Go to the All-Star break feeling good. Rest up. Recharge the batteries. Watch Jose kill it in the home run derby, and then watch the 5 guys that were taken to the game. Actually, hopefully they play. I think they will. But see how it goes. So see you guys later. Bye bye. Yeah. Go Guardians. I'm out. Yeah. Bye bye. Oh yeah. Oh, by the way, yeah. Wake up. The Guardians didn't wake up today. They went to sleep. They sleeping. Need to slap them awake, man. Smack them in the mouth. Like, wake up. The offense was sleepy. Maybe they wanted to make Jack Flaherty feel good. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. We traded for Jack. If we traded for Jack Flaherty, man, I'd be happy. But that ain't gonna happen. I doubt it. His injury history might scare teams away.